Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, some new information and evidence has dropped in the Jonathan Majors case. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you all. Let's start from the beginning with this, because I'm starting to get confused on what's really going on here. So, at the very beginning, whenever this first came out, it was alleged that this all happened. The root of this, the start of it, what happened was that she saw him texting somebody. She alleged that he might have been cheating on her. There was some infidelity. She tried to snatch his phone. And then that was when the alleged fighting, started between the two of them. Now, we don't know what happened, who put hands on who, whatever, because, some people were saying she hit him, she snatched his phone. Some people were trying to allege that he choked her out. I don't know where that one came from, but that's what was going around on YouTube for a while. Or that he had, smacked her or something like that for snatching his phone, allegedly. But like I said, nobody really knows. But that was how all of this started to begin with. Then somehow she ended up with a lacerated ear and a broken pinky. Now, back when I made the first videos, his lawyer came out and said, I've got some evidence. Just wait for the evidence. The proof is in the pudding. And then she released those text messages. Now, y'all remember those text messages. Wasn't that long ago. Those text messages did nothing to make him look better or innocent. They actually made him look guilty as the day was long. I made a video about this. I said, I don't know why she released those text messages. Was she trying to help him, or was she trying to have him end up in prison? But anyways, they kept saying they had alleged videos and other evidence that for whatever reason they would not release, and maybe there was a time frame. They had to get the video footage they were talking about. Maybe there were some legal doors or hurdles they had to go through first in order to get the footage or be able to use it legally. I guess that's what it was. So now they finally got what they have, and they put it all out there. Like I said, she had a lacerated ear and a broken pinky, allegedly. Now, she was trying to allege that he assaulted her, that he was the one who caused that damage. Now, they put together a timeline, and they said that, for one, they saw her video footage in a club, dancing. She had bought plenty of drinks. Using her credit card, they had alleged credit card statements saying that she was just fine. She didn't have no lacerated ear and nothing was wrong with her fingers. They was all working during that time. And this was right after they had gotten to it. And allegedly, he was trying to get away from her, but she kept pulling on him, trying to get him back in the car, but he managed to get away from her. Like I said, she had left after this, went to the club, was allegedly living life like it was golden, with nothing wrong with her fingers at the time, allegedly. Then sometime later, when she went back to the apartment, the house that they shared, I'm assuming, well, not the house, but the penthouse, so to speak, that they shared, she did admit that she had many drinks and allegedly was taking some sleeping tablets, if you will. I don't know why people keep doing stuff like that. They really like playing games with their lives. Okay, the label on the bottle doesn't say do not drink and take these for no reason, but it's going to be all fun and games until the Grim Reaper pays y'all a visit. But anyways, allegedly she passed out in the closet half naked. This is alleged, according to the reports and the lawyer. I guess he got back home and saw her passed out in the closet. This is after she had taken the alleged sleeping tablets and drank X amount of drinks, threw up on the bed, allegedly. I guess he was worried, decided to only do what he thought was right. Called the police, I guess. They got there. They assumed that he did it. She woke up, like I said, from her drunken stupor. She should have been thanking God she was still alive after mixing them pills and that alcohol. But she basically tried to make it seem like he was the one who caused the damage. For all we know, when she was drunk, she could have tripped and fell. She could have accidentally twisted her pinky, something like that. She could have accidentally knocked her head. You know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened during that time. But the cops got there. They were white cops. And I get it. Cops have to do their job. They have to put two and two together, in these kind of situations to figure out what happened, ascertain what happened. But allegedly, these cops looked at him. They said, what is this black man doing on this side of town? How can he afford this? Didn't know that he was Jonathan Majors, a.k.a. Kang, the Conqueror, basically being racist, allegedly. And kind of was just like, this black man here in this, part of town, like I said. Clearly he did it. Clearly he lacerated her pinky and broke her ear. Clearly he did it. If I'm not mistaken, they do have the body cam footage from the police officers, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. And they said that it sounded like they were even trying to coach this ex-girlfriend of his into saying, yes, it was him who did this to her. People are real quick to say, oh, y'all are pulling the race card, but I do think that, there was some racially motivated things in this situation. I mean, look at the situation. That's usually how it goes, if we're being completely honest. Like, we've talked about this many a times. But anyways, according to his lawyers, they do have the video footage from the nightclub where she was dancing, like I said, and they observed the time lapse, and they were saying that when she walked away from him, she did not have those injuries, implying that he did not do that to her, allegedly. They also have the guy who was the driver, who was driving them around, who said that he would testify in Jonathan Majors' defense and say that he didn't see him raise his voice or raise his hand towards his ex-girlfriend. There's also an alleged handyman that had to help Jonathan Majors get into the closet because somehow she had locked herself in there, after she had drank and, the sleeping tablets. I still can't get over that part, but still. Like I said before, he had to get the handyman to unlock the door of the closet because she'd locked herself in there somehow, and he couldn't get in there to get to her after she passed out. And I don't know if the handyman saw her, but that's kind of another witness that they're, I guess, maybe considering relying on. But as it stands, they have quite a few witnesses, some video footage, like I said. Allegedly, there was some women who saw him and took pictures with him right after he got away from her, allegedly, before he went back home. But anyways, in one of my previous videos, I did say that I didn't think that Meagan Good, who I guess they're in a relationship now, they've been all over social media holding hands, going out to dinner, but I did say in a previous video that I don't think that the two of them should be together right now, especially because, again, in any situation where somebody is involved in a case, whether they're guilty or not, it's a big no-no to get involved with them because now you're involved too, to a certain degree. And I know some people, they'll say, oh, well, that's raggedy, I'm a ride or die, or whatever. Like I said, it's unwise. And he just got out of this relationship with this young woman, his ex-girlfriend. It's just not good to jump into a relationship after you've just gotten out of that toxic of a relationship. Again, especially with charges possibly pending, allegedly, hanging over your head that you're trying to beat and prove your innocence of. Now, his trial date is set, if I'm not mistaken, August the 3rd. So August the 3rd, we'll know what comes out in court. These celebrity court cases kind of disturb me because these are people's lives that are playing out for the entire world to see. And a lot of times, things don't always play out in court the way I think that they should or that they're supposed to. You're thinking, okay, well, clearly it's going to go this way because X, Y, Z. And then something crazy happens or they find some video or some witness that didn't exist, before all this happened, so it makes me uncomfortable and very disturbed because sometimes things just go haywire. But it seems like he has a lot of evidence, in his favor, so, may God be with him. That's all I can say about it. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below. Respectfully, don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.